Welcome back, everybody. I'm here with some more Digimon ReArise, and we just got a huge update yesterday. Not only that, we also got a lot of leaks. Thank you to Rio and Choros. They always give in detail a lot of information beforehand. So we got the new animation, which is pretty decent. I'm still kind of it confused me a little bit at first, but I think I'm getting the hang of it. We also got the new summoning animation because I can't wait to try out. Um, yeah. So and then also there's these coming up. I don't think it's good for new players. For veteran players, it's kind of like up to you, honestly. And then we also got a new banner. We got double Digimon. It's a step up for the SDQ that's coming up, and they're both the cats. And as you guys can guess, with these two being the SDQ, the other SDQ is gonna be. Give me 1 second. The baby cat. So it's pretty cool. With that, for veteran players, I think these two might be a skip. For new players, it would be something to consider depending on how new you are or what you have. And I'll go over that for a bit. I don't know what the special login rewards are gonna be, but hopefully it's more of those evolution stones for like super awakening. So that'll be pretty good. What Raguelmon does, before what it does, its plugins are gonna supposed to give it 700 tech and 24 speed and then HP and defense, which is pretty average, I guess. Plugins and its main skill and its sub skill are very subpar in my opinion. It increases attacks to enemies short range, increases the crit by 30%, which is not a big deal. We already got too many ways of increasing crit, and usually Slayer Dramon will be a better choice in that regard. It increases its tech by 15%, which is not that great to be honest. It also increases its tech and 15% by 15% its sub. So the whole idea is so it gets stacked to 75. In PvP, you're not gonna get a chance of that. Someone's gonna die. You're gonna win before that. It's not a good skill for PvP, especially if it's 15%. Maybe if it was 25% like Alphamon, and even then, Alphamon never gets to pull off its full 75% most of the times. You know, you should probably win by then. Um, it's single target too in a sub skill, so it's very underwhelming. I really don't like it honestly, but it does have the nullify statuses for calm allies. For me personally, I know I re-rolled and made a new account. I don't have a Digimon that nullifies statuses, and that hurts for the Underworld, both Abyss and the other one. So because I miss certain Digimon, this might come in handy. That's why I said depending on how new, if you're a really new player and you have full calm Digimon, just because there's Black War Greymon, there's Dynasmon right now, I think it's something to consider. But if you already have a Digimon that nullifies statuses and you have Brave Digimon that nullifies statuses, it's not a big deal to you, I think. It also has the power resistance. I wouldn't I wouldn't summon for for any reason just for that. But as a very very new player, I think that can help. I guess complete the Underworld, but it's 500 gems just for a not so good Digimon. I could arguably say it's a skip. But I think I will summon my second account, just because for that reason only. But it's not a very good Digimon honestly, based on what it does. The second Digimon is a devoted one. Counter and then increases tech, defense, and HP for its plugins, which is pretty interesting. There's gonna be a lot of countering going on, which is good. It slowly seems like that's gonna have to be the meta. I know there's usually crit, but there's anti crit. Then before it was speed, then it was crit. Now it's counters kind of being relevant. So it's kind of going everywhere right now. So it's kind of cool that it's something new, I guess, to do or to new strategies. Just because it counter does take away a lot of the evades. It could help with the evades basically. Another thing is that pursuit could also, if you guys are annoyed of the evades, give pursuit to your Digimon and that can help. We're gonna see a new ability here, when automatically revive KO with 70% one time. I'm hoping. I don't think it's gonna be reload. Let's say you activate it and then it comes back and you activate it again. I'm not sure it will allow you to revive again. So So that sucks. I hope you could do it because it's not a crazy ability. It is kind of crazy good, but I think you could beat it without before it gets to do that. Decrease your opponents. 2 range again, short. But it's kind of average because if you look at a sub skill, it recovers 50% and it attacks 3 allies. So it's pretty average. 2 and 3, not so bad. But this one nullifies DOTs, which can help for in the Underworld, but I don't see you wasting putting him on the Underworld. But that is an option if you guys are struggling with DOTs in the Underworld. You can put this one and then kind of add a calm teams, and now you have a way to like get through the Underworld dungeons DOT missions. So there's that. I decrease all your opponent's tech resistance by 30%, which is not good. Like maybe if it was defense, maybe that would have been good, or increases your tech resistance or power resistance. I don't know. It's not so good, only because we do have all force for those older players. For a newer player, even it's not so good because once Imperialmon Paladinmon comes in, it's basically going to have the same ability, so it makes this ability very obsolete. It is permanent though, so that's interesting. No, yeah, it's still whatever's. So overall, like besides this ability, I don't see this whole banner is a skip, but like it could be interesting just because DLTs and shock if you guys nullify statuses if you guys are lacking that. So only for that regard, I'll say if you guys are a really new player, maybe But besides that, we're getting the cat. It is a brave, so it doesn't have synergy with those two. However, it's plug-in at speed. It gets HP. I gotta compare the stats compared to Raguelmon. Oh no, yeah, no, it's not Raguelmon. It's Raguelmon because it does the exact same thing. It increases HP. So for those who missed out on the Raguelmon, definitely this is a pickup. You guys do need it. It increases your HP. It helps in certain situations, and because it's gonna be if I'm correct, this is the rookie form. It could help for the Underworld. So there's another plus for the Underworld. For the dungeon one, because there's a cost limit. Its abilities are very similar. The range is different, but its abilities are basically Omegamons. Increases the power of your brave allies by 50%. It decreases your opponent's power resistance by 40%. It would be cool if it increases all allies' power. That would have been really cool. But it's super brave oriented, brave HP, single target, all enemies. So it's like similar to Omegamon, but not Omegamon, obviously. But it's like a mini Omegamon, just because it powers up and lowers, which can be very good for the Underworld, actually. Yeah, it could be really good for the Underworld. Speaking about the Underworld, they increased the Abyss, not the dungeon. They added 120 floors. It's already in game, so most of you guys saw it. It's pretty underwhelming. Like the best things you could get is this guy, the Devoted, the Personality emblem. I think these are the emblems, right? Yeah, the Devoted emblem and the Tenacious emblem. And the rest of this is not so good. Even Forsaken, it lowers your Tenacious Digimon's defense and increases his power. The only way I see you using this is if you give it to, I don't know, someone who's really strong, who will hit really strong. But it's very few Digimon, and if most of those Digimons you probably shouldn't summon, you mostly want your Tenacious to tank. And also with your Devoted, there's no Devoted that's going to do damage. Maybe Ophanimon, but you want Ophanimon to tank, so there's that. When the step-up banner is coming by the end of the week, Eyes of Determination, I think this is the SDQ, is by the end of the week. We have, a few days to do it. They are going to get a bonus on PvP, a very small one, so it's not a big deal. For the SDQ, you guys can see who's going to give a boost. It's interesting that they let Beelzemon give boost because they didn't really let you do it last SDQ. So there's that. Here's the things that they're going to give. Protect 3. I think if I'm correct, this is a block, so that's interesting. You're going to get the Calm Raguelmon's plugins, which is good for new players, or if you guys did like I said, new player who did the step up, because I don't think it's very good. I think Kensentaromon. Yeah, I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but Kensentaromon does a better job. If you guys have Kensentaromon, yeah, getting this one's not so good. And if you guys have Magna Angelmon, I think this one's better than running it. Better is better than this one. So it all depends. It all depends in the end of the day. But not so good banner. It really isn't. Brave, stones, and the item shop. As you guys can see, with the leaks, there's no mention about like the other one reloading. Maybe we gotta wait towards the end. That special pack that has all the emblems. The one that costs like 250. There's two of them. I hope you guys know which one I'm talking about. But these 310 kind of an egg. Don't get it. Don't. This too. The cost is too much for a not so good Digimon. There's that. What else is important? June 1st. Oh yeah, BP. We're getting a bunch of plugins. Magnamon. Don't get these plugins. They're not so good. You have Black War Greymon. I might get the Black War Greymon because look at that, like 902 tag. That's such a weird number. Why do they got to put the 2 though? But there's 902, which is really good and also gives it counters, so it'll hit hard and then it'll counter. So there's that. It does have the HP plugin. Dynasmon, we got both plugins. That means Dynasmon's at full power technically. So I look forward to getting this plugin, at least the power one, and see how well it does. If you guys have DM, it also has counter. Imperialdramon fighter mode, it has crit and it has power, so it could do a little bit more damage than what it normally does now. So maybe during Tenacious Week, it can one-shot Omegamons. Last Tenacious Week for PvP, I didn't. It didn't do too much damage to me, but I'll try it out. Well, I'm not sure if I'm gonna get the plugin, so I don't know. Crusadermon, there's the plugins if you guys, I guess, summon for it. And the CB Metal Exchange. Oh yeah, before I forget, this is why it's also possibly a skip. The codes, you're gonna have to buy them. There's not gonna be a raid for them, especially since step up. There's like never raids for step up. It will appear later, but it's either you buy the codes or you wait a long time before you could pay gems, or before you pay stamina to try to get the Rasielmon. Rasielmon is this one. Hope I'm pronouncing it right. Is this one? So even if you're going for the devoted one, you can't evolve it. And these are back. So that's that. A lot of stuff coming. SDQs is a good time to like also farm clash battles. I know it seems a lot overwhelming. Like I got to do clash battles and SDQ. That's a lot, but it gives you like a stage to grind to get clash battles, so it's not so bad. With this being with an SDQ challenge, a spotlight challenge, with that coming, we get a whole bunch of raids. So that means that there's gonna be plenty of raids for everybody. So it's kind of a good thing. All right, hope you guys liked the video. Remember to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.